the morning after. Block! Block! Oh, shit. Hey, listen, I just came back from the gym, so excuse me if I'm looking a little rough.
Leave a dog alone. Let a dog roam and he'll find his way home.
But, breaking news! Gervonta Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach is now looking like it's going to be March 1st. At least that's what we're hearing, okay? They're targeting March 1st. Here's what I have to say about that. I told you. Everybody who was saying that I was hating, ShowBizz the adult, you're hating. Gervonta Tank Davis should have a fight with Lamont Roach in December, have another fight end of year. Now, it's not going to happen in December. The other conversation you guys were talking about was ring rust. ShowBizz, you want Gervonta Tank Davis to have ring rust. Now it's happening in March 1st. Regardless now, we're talking about a long time since Frank Martin. What? Almost a year since Frank Martin. Here's the point that I was trying to make then, and in hindsight, I hope you guys get it. I was not saying for Gervonta Tank Davis to not fight. I was saying have a fight, yes, but have it at 140. Fighting anyone at 140 would be more exciting than this fight against Lamont Roach. Nothing against Lamont Roach, but I'm telling you, Gervonta Tank Davis fanboys, not the fans, but the fanboys, you're not going to be able to convince people that Lamont Roach is someone to get excited about versus Tank. It's not going to happen. You're going to try to call people casuals or whatever. But really, people who really knows boxing, they know that Gervonta Tank Davis is too much for Lamont Roach, all right? Now, I was saying go up to 140. Fight who, ShowBizz? Fight anybody. Just have a fight at 140. And when you see in hindsight that Teofimo Lopez and Devin the American Dream Haney is now negotiating for their fight, you can understand now why I would say something like that. He has a fight at 140, then he takes on the Teofimo Lopez and Devin the American Dream Haney winner. Damn it, I'm good.
I have exorcised the demons. This house is clear.
Here's another thing. You already hear whispers about a possible Gervonta Tank Davis fight versus Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia and Tank wouldn't happen at 135. I don't think it would happen at 136 again because that's the asterisk. No matter how you feel, people feel that Gervonta victory over Ryan has a bit of an asterisk saying that, well, he was weight trained. He was at a catch weight and he had the rehydration clause, all right? I said, I don't mind the catch weight, but catch weight and rehydration clause, I don't mind rehydration clause. But catch weight on top of that, that was my issue because I knew there would be an asterisk. I knew people would be like, man, I don't know about this, all right? So Gervonta versus Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia would probably be at 140 anyway with a rehydration clause. So here's what I'm trying to say here. If Gervonta were to have a fight at 140 instead of Lamont Roach, good fighter, but at a champion at 130 coming up, people are tired of that, right? When you look at Gervonta at 135, okay, you see him taking on, becoming champion, fighting the likes of Gamboa, who wasn't naturally 135, long in the tooth at 135, and Gervonta, he missed weight going into that fight.
Initial weight is 136.2 pounds. Weight limit on this fight is 135 pounds for the lightweight title.
You have fights with guys like Hector Garcia coming up. Now Lamont Roach. You get what I'm saying? People are feeling a certain way when it comes to Tank and his resume at 135, which is why people are so excited about Keyshawn Davis. Here's what I'm trying to say. We're all going to tune in to Gervonta Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach March 1st. But it's going to be another fight where people are going to look at that knockout and go, because we know what Tank can do. Tank is effing amazing, bro. We know what he can do. We saw him against the likes of Rolly. We saw him against the likes of Hector Garcia. We saw him against the likes of Isaac Pitbull Cruz. We saw him against those boys, okay? Ryan Garcia at 136, but that's not 135. Either way, we know what Gervonta Tank Davis does to the likes of opponents like Lamont Roach. And though Lamont Roach is a good fighter, Gervonta is fantastic. You saw what happened with Frank Martin. Frank Martin! Frank! So, in conclusion, I want to say, in hindsight, you guys must admit that at least the argument for Lamont Roach being his op, being that of he has to have another fight by December, so who would it be? That's gone. The whole ring rust argument, hey, well, he has to get another fight in, that's gone. Let me tell you, it wasn't hate to say, if Tank can get to 140, fight anyone to prepare his body in training camp for 140, we can have some fights that everybody is kind of drooling over with guys like Teofimo Lopez, Devin the American Dream Haney, Ryan Garcia too, all those boys at 140. I want to end by saying this. Keyshawn Davis, Shakur Stevenson, those guys will be at 140 soon enough. Shakur Stevenson, he went over to Matchroom and he told Eddie Hearn, don't negotiate with Gervonta. And now you're in business with Eddie Hearn. You guys got a contract. So he's not available for Gervonta Tank Davis. So you guys saying he should stick around at 135 for how long? Another 2 years waiting for Shakur to get out? That's ridiculous. I think Gervonta should finish just destroying guys and building that legacy, go up to 140. That's what I think. Keyshawn Davis, you guys don't think he's ready as far as popularity and stuff like that? Fine. He definitely will be once he gets to 140 if he clears out 135. So Gervonta ending his career at 140 is preferred anyway. Let me know how you feel in the comments below. ShowBizz, don't forget, he just had his 30th birthday. We can have some more fights, you know, and he has, 5 more fights on that contract. If he were to do them all at 140, man, he'll just have one hell of a career. But I'm not sure if you Gervonta Tank Davis fanboys will like that. I'm out.